What's up, y'all? What's up? How's everybody doing today, man? I am just scheduling my week. Well, not scheduling. I'm organizing my day, honestly. But I had a message, man. I haven't went live probably in a few days. I have just been like, I've been up and down. I've been doing Black Friday stuff as far as getting ready. I've also been trying to maintain sanity mentally. So, um, create Black Friday. So it's been pretty good. It's pretty good. I did that. This is sold already. Film, YouTube, phone flipping. Create new campaign. But yeah, so every day that I wake up, first thing that I do is I do something that I want. Like that's the first thing that I do is I get up and if I want to play Warzone or something, if I want to read, if I want to work out, I do that thing. Speaking of that, I need to get my LA Fitness membership. I need to actually check that out because they've been blowing my phone up. But yeah, I try to do something that I enjoy first because what I find is that like positive reinforcement as far as like how you're looking to do something throughout the day and you really want to do it and basically you want to get it done or you want to have fun doing whatever. You have to learn how to trick your mind, and I learned this from Atomic Habits. That book is tricking your mind into believing that you are what's up, y'all, what's up, tricking your mind to believing that if you do what you need to do, you're going to get a reward has been something that has benefited me because I used to be the type of person that was really distracted by shit, right? Because I've always been able to do what I want. I've never, I've never ever had to sacrifice as far as my fun time or whatever freedom you want to call it. I've always been able to dictate when and what I do. And that's a really big problem when it comes to being an entrepreneur because well, yeah, I can do whatever I want, right? Like right now, I can go to Cali, I can go to Dubai, which I've been really wanting to do. Go to Dubai, I can go and do like certain things that I may want. But even though I can do it, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I should do it. That's where I think a lot of us have a problem. Is a lot of us, we want to get things done that we want that make us feel instant gratification or make us feel good, but we don't realize what sacrifices come with it, right? So I'll find a student that wants to drop ship or somebody that wants to create clothing. This is a great example. I'm on Warzone the other day because I'm business. I walk and talk business. This is what I do. I'm a motherfucking hustler. Like that's just what I do. So no matter if we at the park, no matter if we on a game, no matter if we in school, in church, I'm still going to I'm gonna pop my stuff, right? So I'm playing Warzone with some people that I haven't seen talked to in a while, and the guy is telling me how he's like, yeah, I watch your content all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm inspired, but I've been wanting to start this clothing line. I was like, why didn't you start it? He's like, because I'm working and I don't have the time. And I told him like, well, if you stay with that mindset, you're never going to do it. You're never going to start it. And I think he then went on to say, well, yeah, me and my girl, we're going to move out of New York. And like my job, they're paying me $2,000 every 2 weeks. And like, I guess giving himself excuses on why he shouldn't actually jump on this bandwagon of doing what the hell he wants. But what I've had to realize is maybe he doesn't understand, nor does he want to sacrifice what he needs to sacrifice to get what he wants. And that's where I find a lot of people, they get stuck. Because while, yeah, you want to start a clothing line, do you know how much money you're going to have to put out? How many times you're going to have to go in front of a customer and know that you can't serve them because you don't have their size? How many times you actually got to go out and actually be in front of somebody? Like selling clothes is one of the worst businesses in my opinion because it makes you have to fit into certain consumer bases. Like you have to make sure, hello, you have to make sure that you have a size medium for somebody like me, or you got to make sure you have a size small for that girl over there, or let's not even get started about shoes. Like you always have to make sure you have that right size. And that type of business, it can be lucrative, but what I told him was, in the clothes, you're not really selling clothes. You're selling your brand, you. And the problem with a lot of people, especially with clothing brands and sock brands and colognes and stuff, private label businesses, is you don't understand that you're actually not selling a product, you're selling yourself. And a lot of you don't have any value yet because you didn't actually go out and do the hard work. And that's where you have to realize what you got to sacrifice. So a lot of people don't understand that. Like, yo, you going to have to get your ass out there. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to be out there in front of a bunch of people promoting my clothing brand. I don't care that much. I don't, right? Like, I don't. So understand what you got to sacrifice, right? You need to make sure that you're willing to do what it takes to get where you want to go. And that does entitle working now. And a lot of people don't want to work now. Like right now is the perfect example. Everybody and their mama is getting in the holiday spirit. The people that celebrate holidays. Me, I celebrate holidays. I love holidays. Like, because when I was a child, I had really nice holidays. I try to duplicate it and replicate it for my kids, but it never works out because, again, my mom, my grandmother, they worked. So they were able to work their asses off, clock in, clock out. And then when it was holiday time, they was able to go ahead, get the gifts they needed to get. They were able to do things comfortably. But when you're becoming an entrepreneur, or when you are an entrepreneur, you start to realize, like, it ain't that comfortable. Because now when the holidays come, instead of me being able to really enjoy it, I got to worry about the store having this Black Friday sale, or worry about this promotion, or worry about this situation with this customer. Like, I haven't even been able to really get into like providing the best experience because I have to hop into business mode all the time. And that's a sacrifice that you make now so you can actually be able to be in the holiday spirit or whatever you want to do later. A lot of people don't understand that, and everybody won't. And people that say, hey, listen, like, one of the biggest, I think, depressing things about this time and period with the entrepreneur is that if you don't make a certain amount of money, if your business isn't doing good in November, which a lot of people's businesses aren't doing good, you're screwed. Did you know that most cell phone stores are going out of business, or I wouldn't say going out of business, but they're on track to going out of business because of months just like this, November. The reason why cell phone stores or electronic stores, I'm talking about even T-Mobile's, the reason they're really, really going down right now, especially this time of year, because you would think like, nah, like it's about to be Black Friday. No, people go shopping online. I don't know if you guys know, but here's I'm gonna tell y'all what T-Mobile's plan is, because I have really close ties with the T-Mobile CEO, with a couple third-party district managers, and also a chairwoman at T-Mobile. And T-Mobile is a great example of why you want to make sure that you're inspecting what you expect with your business, but also you want to make sure that you're working your ass off hard now. T-Mobile works so hard that now they're not any longer focusing on making stores where you can buy phones. More so now they're making experience stores where you can go in and you can use like Wi-Fi. Like they're gonna have Wi-Fi cable and all this other stuff because they know and see that consumers are not walking into T-Mobile anymore. People are not going in, oh my God, new iPhone, let me stand in line. Like, people aren't doing that no more. And business changes and evolves. So like, working now, especially on my business, prime example, I'm getting ahead of the curve because I already know how it feels for it to be November and December and not have one customer walk in the door. Like, I've almost went broke in November and December because of that, because I didn't work my ass off before the whole holiday season, and then I tried to do it too late. I was too busy focusing on other stuff. So again, make sure that you are one, inspecting what you're expecting. Make sure that you're planning. Plan. And if you want to do something, do the shit. Stop giving yourself excuses. Stop making it seem like, hey, it's going to come around, or the right moment and the right time is going to come. The right time don't never come. There's never a right time to start a business. There's never a right time to start making money. There's always going to be distractions. There's always going to be family problems, personal issues that don't even have anything to do with you, but you're dragged into it. There's always going to be something. Always. You got to be able to block that shit out, and you got to understand sacrifice. And sacrificing, one of the biggest things is working now. Like, work right now. I'm telling you, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how your financial situation is, but even if you're comfortable financially, you need to work hard now. If you're not comfortable, you need to work hard now. If you're somebody that feels like, yo, I'm stressed out, I feel like the business that I have right now currently isn't making me any money, work harder. Work harder. I'm gonna tell you something. Last week was one of the worst weeks for me as an entrepreneur this year, right? And usually that's how it is. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Usually that's how it is, right? In the fourth quarter, near November, December, nobody comes into my store. I got phones, I got all of that, right? So I go and I buy a pallet of iPhones to get ready for Black Friday. So I buy some iPhones, iPhone 11s, 13s, some Pro Maxes, and 14s, right? So I spend a good amount of money. I spend a good amount of money for these phones, but I don't know if I'm gonna sell them. Listen, when I put money out, I lied to y'all not. I be fucking scared. Okay, I'll be scared. Even now, I teach people how to invest in products, but when I put out money, prime example, like getting these or getting phones, getting things that I know cost me a high start cost. Like if I'm going to buy phones, I know for a fact I'm putting out 2K initially, right? So boom, I buy these phones. Last week I'm like, yo, I'm about to push these phones. I'm about to promote it. I'm about to do all of that, right? So I do it. Nothing comes in. Nothing goes by. I don't make not one sale. I do get people that are interested. So I post it on all apps and store-wise, everything, right? Nobody's interested in these phones. So I'm like, damn. And I'm talking about 5K investment. So I'm like, oh shit, like I'm supposed to be turning this 5K into more money, right? So I go, I buy the phones, nobody's buying it. I'm depressed. Every day I'm waking up, I'm checking my phone, I'm trying to see, hey, am I getting any traction? So no traction. So one day I wake up and I'm like, you know what? I'm not looking at my phone today. I'm not doing nothing. Like I just felt out of it. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Like it's not working. It's not working. And this is me last week. It's not working. And I even sat in this chair and I was just like, it was one morning I was just like, and I just was sitting there, bro. And I was just, I was upset. I was just upset mentally. And I think that's like a lot of people can resonate with that because you get really upset when you feel like you're doing all of the work you need to do, but it's nothing coming. Like nothing is coming. And when I say I shed a few tears, I was just messed up, right? So one thing I will say, that day when I was like, yo, I'm gonna just chill out and I'm not gonna do much, I'm getting burnt out. I didn't do much. But one thing I did do, I did my email campaigns, I did my listings, and I did my the obligations I had with my partners, right? So I did all of that, and I did it all week. No results. Then Sunday come, and somebody hit me up. They're like, yeah, I want to get this phone. I'm like, all right, bet. Now, I'm like, all right, cool. Another person hit me up. Then another person hit me up. Then yesterday, the whole lot of 12, I think it was like 12 phones, somebody brought all of them. I lie to you or not. I'm literally sitting there celebrating my son's birthday. We're blowing out a cake. I go and I look at my phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was happy as hell because I'm like, yo, I was just mad depressed. I was just mad upset because I felt like all of the work I'm putting in, I ain't getting nothing out. But then in my head, it dawned on me, it's not about the goal, right? Like it's not about, hey, I envision that I'm gonna make this money back and I'm gonna make this on top of it. It's not about that. It's about following the steps and just believing in yourself. When you follow those steps, and let's just say you want to create a business, right? And you want to create that business, but you're, let's say, kicking out money for, let's just say you're kicking out money to sell tape. This is a great example. You're selling this tape right here. So I get this tape wholesale, right? Because I get this up from my warehouse and everything. So I get this tape wholesale, right? And this tape is like, I get like 8 for 6. You decide that you're going to be the one to sell me this tape. You go ahead, you put the tape on the website. Tape is on the website. You spend, let's say, $3,000 on packaging tape to create this website. You make the Shopify, all of that. You spend $3,000. You spend 40 hours of this 1 week just creating this website. Nobody buys not one thing of tape the first week. Nobody buys the second week, third week, fourth week. Nobody buys. You want to know what happens to a typical person? They quit, right? Interesting thing is, though, when you start a job, you start that job. Some jobs you have to start, you don't get paid, and then you got to wait until the next pay cycle, right? So you're doing work, not getting no bread. Now, I know y'all had this happen to y'all. You like, yo, I'm tight as hell for money. You feel me? I need the bread. Maybe it's even for gas, right? I need the money. I don't know how the hell I'm getting to work, but I'm going to get to work. But when this check better hit, right? So you do it though. You go to work, even though you know for a fact that you're not going to get money that day, the next day. You may know the exact date, but you know for a fact that it's not going to instantly come. It's not going to instantly hit your check-ins account, right? But you want to know why we go to work and we work for that amount of time, whether it's 2 weeks, 1 week, right, without getting paid, because we know that on the 15th or whatever day, the 14th, that direct deposit finna hit. And we feel comfortable with it. But it's the same thing as an entrepreneur. The only difference is there's no guarantee on when you're going to get paid. So like when I was so upset, I lost myself last week. And like I lost myself because I was so stuck in the fact that like, yo, I'm putting all this money out there, but like I'm already expecting once that money leaves my hand for me to be able to make double or triple. But then nobody's showing any interest. So did I make a bad decision? Did I make a bad choice? Fuck. And then it gets so deep to where it's like, it's the holiday time. Like people should definitely be on my ass. You start feeling like, yo, like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? But it doesn't necessarily have to be anything wrong with you. It's just you're too focused on the goal. You're not focused on the steps. You're not focused on the fact that it's going to take time for you to actually see some type of result. And people can't take that. People can't take that not because they're impatient, not because they need it. They can't take it because they're not comfortable. And I had to learn that last week. Is that last week I was operating with an employee mentality. Last week, my mindset was, I'm gonna put this out, and then when I put this out, something gonna come back. But in reality, this right here is not what matters. What matters is that every single day I go through the process to put myself in the best position to be able to get another one, and then put myself in another position to get another one, and and keep going, right? Like that's how your mind has to be. Is you got to always put yourself in that mindset where it's like, all right, I know that I need this bread, But let me remember, like, you got people out here working right now where they're not getting money, they're not getting their check right when they sign the what you call it, the papers from HR. They're not getting the money once they get a routing number and a checking account number. They have to wait until the next pay period. And I want you guys to start thinking of that. Like, sometimes you gotta work now and you gotta wait to get that result the next pay period. The only problem with an entrepreneur that I will say is that you don't know when the next pay period is. You don't know when you're gonna make the money. Shout out to you, Woo. Shout out to everybody that joined. You don't know when you're gonna make the bread. It's really it can fuck you up. I just tell you, it can really mess you up because this world is so easy to feel like a failure. It's so easy to feel like you're a failure. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all that, like, it's so easy because of the internet. You got a bunch of people acting like they're making all of this money, and I really feel I think that we have to understand that we're our own people and we are on our own journey. But we also got to remember we human, right? That everybody compare themselves to somebody. Everybody, even though we don't say it, right? We all be like, yo, I want to be like this, or I want to be a version of this. I like the way that you dress. So I'm gonna take something from your style or the way that you put this together, and I'm gonna add that to my shit. That's how it works. But as an entrepreneur, you might be like, yo, I like that this person's having this success. I like the way they do their reels. But then when I do my reels just like them, I don't get the result. Like, I see people on TikTok, prime example, it'd be just the weirdest people. Good morning. It'd be the weirdest people, right? That I feel like, oh man, they got some tough ass communities. I'm making some shit up. They got a nice community. People love them, but they just weird. That's just what I could think in my head, right? They're just weird. They're just a weird person, but people gravitate to them. Why? Then I'm like, all right, well, let me try to copy exactly what they do. Maybe I might get a cool community or whatever. And then when you try to replicate it, you don't get the shit because you ain't being you. This happened to me with YouTube. I had a couples channel with me and my girlfriend, right? And we had three videos at 1 million. We've collabed with some popular YouTubers. We did all of that, right? Everything. Good morning, good morning. But I'm gonna tell you something, right? Doing YouTube and making money with YouTube and having people when you go out in public, they like, oh, that's da 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 da. Hey, can I take a picture? All that, right? That's cool. But then, like, you start to burn out and you start to never see the results that these other people are getting because you too busy trying to act like them. Like when pranks was popping, I never forget we did the I want to have a baby prank, right? And we did this prank. This video got like 4 million views, and it was a thumbnail with my girlfriend at the time sitting in my lap, naked, right? But it had like blurs like on her body a little bit, so you couldn't see everything. That thumbnail made everybody click that motherfucker. Everybody, right? And the video was trash. The video was trash. It was garbage, right? Like, it was just a fake prank. But 2 years later, the girl hits me up. She like, hey, can you take that video down? I'm like, no. No. I'm trying to make this money. What are you talking about, right? So I kept it up. And then she was like, she messaged me again and she was like, well, my kid, he saw the video. I was like, damn, like, that's kind of crazy. And then I took it down. But what that showed me was it showed me, like, from the rip, that wasn't me. Like, that type of content wasn't me. But I was trying to blend in with people. And then now, I affected potentially somebody else, and how they're viewed in other ways. So be yourself. You know what I mean? But work hard. Work hard at being your fucking self. Work hard at failing being yourself, succeeding being yourself, achieving being yourself, being frustrated being yourself. Work hard. Because when you work hard being yourself, you start to actually learn what things in you can extract and start to put into a perspective to a consumer to where they want to indulge in that content or they want to indulge in that service. That's one of the best ways or best advices I can give. Because you're looking at somebody that then tried to be somebody else, then tried to live somebody else's life. And, I made money, but it just was it never stuck. It never stuck. So work hard now, but most importantly, work hard at being yourself. Work hard at being consistent. Work hard at setting goals. Work hard at understanding that the results are not going to come. Your results not finna come. If you're a business owner or you're thinking about starting a business or you trying to start an income stream, don't get in that motherfucker to try to get results. I tell you that right now. Because the results not going to come. And that's why, no, fuck that. That's how you could tell when somebody trying to finesse you, a creator trying to finesse you, or somebody trying to get your money, right? Is you got a lot of people out here selling courses, a lot of people out here selling services and communities and all that, right? When they sell that stuff and then they tell you, yeah, I can get you this amount of money and that amount of money. And you really look at it, it's all a finesse. You know what I mean? And I'll lead up with this, right? I have a creator friend. He had fixed credit. This guy fixed credit. This true story. So one day, we go to CarMax. And we go to CarMax because he wanted to get this car. He fixed credit. So he was trying to explain to me how, yeah, you don't even got to go and put a down payment down for a car. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I'm going to go down there. I ain't putting nothing down. I'm like, okay, all right, for sure. For sure. So we go to CarMax. We sit in the chairs. He go pick out the car first, actually. He pick out the car. We go sit down. They take his social. And he didn't even get approved for anything. Like, I've never seen that before, where you don't get approved for anything. Like, the banks didn't approve him for nothing. And I said, bro, how do you fix people credit but don't got none? How do you do that? And I can't remember what he said, but that taught me, like, yo, this internet allows people to just say and be whatever they choose. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has substance. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. I will tell y'all this. Don't ever be fooled by somebody saying you finna get these results. You ain't getting no damn results. It's going to take time. And you got to understand that the results come when you start to believe that you can take somebody else's system and put it into your own way and make that shit work for you. That's when you know that shit finna succeed. But don't be fooled by the cap. Ain't nobody making you rich phone flipping. Ain't nobody making you rich product reselling. The only way you gonna get wealthy or rich or be able to build generational wealth is if you take those and start a business. I'll give you an example. Me, phone flipping, turned to phone store, wealthy. But phone stores didn't make me wealthy. Product reselling I did. But product reselling went from flipping stuff out of my trunk to now online, to now teaching people how to do it. But it was not the phone flipping or the products online that made me have money to the point where I can do whatever I want. That was not what it was. People get it fucked up. They're allowing people to lie. Hey guys, listen. You want to learn how to flip phones? Okay. Listen, you can flip phones and you can get $4,000 a week. No, you cannot. Not at all. Not one person is going to be able to get. I'm talking about a starter. I can get 4K flipping phones, yeah, but not somebody just starting out. Because if you just starting out, you don't even know how to fucking convert a lead. You don't know how to go ahead and make sure that you're making a max profit off of that. But people will try to sell you on what you imagine or what you daydream about. And that's where people get finessed. Oh, I invested in this course and I made no money. Yeah, because you invested in a dream. You fell for some bullshit because you thought that Booty Bop was going to get you $5,000 every single month, and they don't even got it themselves. Because it's not about that small ass idea that you got. It's not about that, oh, I want to start a prime example. True example. I want to start a body butter line. Right, cool, nice. You want to start this is what a student told me. I want to start a body butter line. All right, cool. You want to make body butter. Okay, let me ask you something. I see a bunch of people making body butters. Would it make yours better? Um, 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 well, mine's going to have different colors, different scents. Yeah, other people says same thing. And let me ask you, what's going to happen when your competitor, or if your competitor gets the same exact ingredients from the same supplier you do? How does that make you better? Um, 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 you're being a hater. No, I'm not. I'm fucking telling you that the shit that you're trying to do is cool. Start out that way. Understand your consumers doing that. But don't ever think that that's the ending destination. It ain't no goddamn way you fitting to start a business that another motherfucker can start. And yes, people do it all the time. But I'm going to tell you something. Walmart is geared towards selling to consumers that want to get more value. Okay, they want to save money. Target is selling to people that want to spend money. Okay, Whole Foods is promoting and selling to people that want premium goods. What the fuck are you doing? Where or how are you looking to sell? You just trying to copy Walmart's whole infrastructure and thinking that you about to make money? You make a little something, but it ain't gonna be nothing to make you free. It ain't gonna be nothing to make it last. Yeah, I'm that type of. I'm not here to give you no motherfucking fluff. I'm here to give you the truth. When I started repairing phones, y'all, I thought to my mother freaking self, I said, yo, all right, if I'm gonna repair phones, I gotta be different. What's gonna make me better? If I want to sell erase markers or expo markers, I'm not gonna create an expo marker and say, hey guys, here's my expo marker. How does that make me different? And that's how and why people fail as entrepreneurs. Because everybody wants a t-shirt line, everybody wants to be a rapper, everybody wants to create body butter and hair stuff, everybody wants to drop ship, everybody wants to sell electronics, everybody wants to phone flip, everybody wants to make money online, everybody wants to do this and that. Take something that everybody wants to do and you maximize and 10x that bitch. You figure out how I can make this motherfucker better. How can I put that spin on it? How can I make sure that mine is something that they can't get? I'm going to give you a really good example. I sell electronics. Now, I sold electronics for a while. But my biggest thing was, yo, if I'm going to sell electronics and I'm going to have them in my store, I don't want the next store down to be able to get the same products I got. They don't make no fucking sense. Why the hell would I want the store down the street that had the same exact products I got? So what I did was I went on AliExpress. And when I went on AliExpress, I didn't go there for products. No. I didn't go there. I didn't go on AliExpress for products. I went on AliExpress for connections. Two different things. You see that? You see the difference in mindsets, right? It's a prime example, right? A normal person, they'll go to AliExpress, say, hey, what products can I get that look cool or that are selling good, right? My mindset was, what companies can I connect with on here? Let me act like I have a problem, get it in connection with a warehouse, let them know what I do, talk my shit, pop my shit, and work out a deal. I want the exclusive shit. I don't want the shit you put on this platform. I don't want this shit another motherfucker could get. And on top of that, motherfucker, I want to put shit in here that I can do custom. And that's what I did. And that's why I have a warehouse. And that's why I have products. And that's why I have a bunch of different ways to make money, because I didn't just settle for, okay, lie to you not. One of my stores is a warehouse in Philly that sells like regular shit, like chargers and stuff that you could buy wholesale. I don't go there because that's where every other store in Philly go. There's a store on Broad Street that sells phone screens. I don't go there. What the fuck are we gonna do? All of us sitting there huddling, going into the same motherfucking store for the same price? Bro, like, that is stupid. Puts a cap on your business. And that's where, again, that's why a lot of phone stores, they fail. That's why a lot of businesses, they fail. Because it's not about building a business. It's about doing shit easy so that you can feel like you're successful. That's what people like. That's what people want to do. People don't want to really start no business. People don't want to do that. I think starting a business is like the person that started the first phone company, or the first airplane line or airline or whatever. The first person that developed some shit for the first time. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be no Joe Schmo that just fits in. Because if I'm that, then I'm selling myself short. So yeah, you want to do a clothing line. All right, you want to do a clothing brand. Cool. What makes your clothing brand different? What makes your clothing brand better? How do you separate yourself? Oh, well, we use Arabic cotton. Bro, get the fuck out of here. No. Well, all of our t-shirts, every single time you order a t-shirt, it comes with a free gift. Oh, every time you order any shirt or any product with us, something. Or the shirts do this or do that. You gotta change, like, you gotta start a business where you actually gotta sit down and brainstorm that shit. Because what happens is, right, you get put in a position that I'm put in, where it's like, and I'm not no fucking body. Don't get it twisted. I'm no fucking body. I'm somebody that's still trying to grow, somebody that's still trying to get better, somebody that's still trying to make money, somebody that's still trying to grow. I fail every day. I get depressed. I get upset. I don't go broke, but I go broke. I spend all of my money. I don't save money. I put money in investments. I make bad investments. I ain't no motherfucking perfect person. Let's get that clear. But one thing I will tell you, I'm that motherfucker that will sit there and I'll bet on myself before I bet on anybody else. Because just like when I go and I'm at a party or a bar or something and I call an Uber or I call a Lyft and I trust that person to get my ass home, I can definitely trust my motherfucking self to get me to success. Just like I walk outside the door and I look both ways before crossing that street, and then I trust myself to step in that street and walk to my motherfucking wheel. Just like I go in my car, start that bitch, and then I put that thing in drive, and I drive that motherfucker, and I hit the gas, and then I hit the brake, and I know for a fact that motherfucker gonna stop. I believe in myself like that. That's how I believe in myself. But motherfuckers don't believe in themselves like that. You want to know why? Because, see, people, they'll go ahead and drive a car and trust that the brakes work after you just sat there and got them brakes from that janky-ass motherfucking mechanic. But you won't trust your motherfucking self? You won't trust that you can put in the work to get the shit done? It don't make sense. But that's how we brainwashed. And that's the type of person I am. I trust myself more than I trust any motherfucker around. Because I know the work that I put in. I go to the court, right? And I'm the best motherfucking basketball player on the planet Earth, if you tell me. Nah, I'm really tough though. But still. People always like, oh my God, you're a jack. You're a jack. You always shoot the ball. You always shoot the ball. I make my shit. That's number one. Cause I don't want no misconception out here now. All right. I make my shots now. But I'm just saying. They're like, oh my God, you're a jack. You're a jack. Do you think I work so motherfucking hard when you at home twiddling your thumbs or you outside in the car rolling up a blunt? You think I'm in this motherfucking gym shooting 100 jump shots for no motherfucking reason? I'm not in the league. I'm not getting paid for this shit. No, motherfucker, I'm shooting these motherfucking shots because when we do this pickup game, I'm taking every single motherfucking one of them. That's why. That's the type of person I am. That's the type of person I am. That's how hard I go. That's how bad I want it. Because I understand that if I'm going to be something, I got to put the motherfucking shots up with nobody motherfucking watching. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to take the motherfucking shots no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. Because you understand in private how hard you motherfucking work. See, here's the thing. It sort of kind of is reverse. Because if you know you don't work on it, and you know you don't really put your all into the motherfucker, you can't bet on yourself. You got to go clock in. You got to go get that job. You got to go slave away. Because your kid's not going to get that present during Christmas that they really want if you don't work for another motherfucker, right? That motherfucker going to fire you and you just going to go back to Indeed, right? Because you ain't put the motherfucking work in. You ain't put that work in. That's why. I hate a motherfucker. I hate a what if motherfucker. I hate a what if motherfucker. Oh, yeah, B, what's up, man? What's good, bro? How you? I'm good, bro. Like, man, bro, like, I had this business, bro, but, like, I ain't gonna cap, man. Like, shit, man. The city ain't improved that shit. The LP and I came in and shut my club down and shit and da-da-da-da. Nigga, because you ain't do your shit right. That's why. That's why you working for me. That's why. That's why. That's why. Oh, well, you know, I would have been this if this person, if my mom, if she didn't help me and she didn't stop me from doing that, or if my mom didn't keep me in the house and I would have been a rapper. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Can't nobody stop you. The only person that can stop you is you. The only person that can keep you down is you, man. And when you sit there and you have people like that around you, like how I'm speaking, a motherfucker that don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I blocked 3 people already today that's been calling me every motherfucking day. And they really good friends. But I had to block them. You want to know why? You keep calling my motherfucking phone about nothing. You keep calling my phone about nothing. I'm sorry. I love you. But nah. I love you. But I don't love you enough to ignore all the work I've been doing in private and not let that motherfucker shine. You hear me? But then, see, it's also something where it's like, yo, I took all them shots. But sometimes I take all them shots, right? Then I go to LA Fitness. And I'm going with real comp, you know what I mean? Real people that ball too. And I get out there and I shoot the motherfucking shots that I made yesterday and they miss. I love life. I love the hustle. I love the grind. Because that's how it really is, right? Where it's like, damn, I put in all of this work, bruh. I sat there, I put these shots up. But the day it ain't falling. People laughing at me and shit. I got this nigga in front of me talking shit that's guarding me saying, yeah, you a bum. You a bum. Like, damn, nigga, you don't know how much work I put in, my guy. But you want to know something? I argue back. Like, nigga, I talk back. I pop my stuff now. Even when I'm missing, I pop my stuff. But I'll tell you this. When I get in my will, and I had a bad game or I had a bad day where I'm missing everything, and I feel so upset with myself. I feel upset with myself. But you want to know the beautiful thing? That you always got tomorrow. And I always find myself the next day putting up more shots. And them bitches go in. So remember, like, you're not going to see the results immediately. And sometimes you won't even see them when they count the most. This you going to miss. That's a part of the motherfucking process. You heard me? How many fucking game-winning shots did Jordan miss? Did Kobe miss? I love that. I love to see a motherfucker walk off the court after they freaking miss. Like, think about it, yo. Go back to the games where Kobe missed the game-winning shot, where LeBron missed the game-winning shot, and I want you to watch them walk off that motherfucker. Walk off the court after the game. You know how embarrassing, how upset you got to be internally? But they still sit there and do post-game, right? They still sit there. They got to answer for their actions. They got to, you move to the top of the key, and then you passed up the pass to the other person, and you just shot the ball. You just shot it. Absolutely. Absolutely, I did. Because I put the work in for this motherfucking shot. That's how I want y'all to think about business, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, I bet on myself because I put the work in for this shit. Absolutely, I put that money into that business because I put the work in for this shit. Absolutely, I got those products. I put the work in for this shit. Absolutely, I tried that. I put the work in for this shit. Absolutely, I failed. Absolutely. I lost. Yup. Bad investment. Yup. But guess what? It's okay because I'm still going to come back tomorrow and do the same motherfucking thing. I'm going to just add a little spice to that motherfucker. I'm going to just add a little push to the ball, you heard? But I'm still going to keep going, keep grinding no matter what. And that's the mindset we got to have, y'all. Keep working. Keep working. That's why I came on here. I'm just telling whoever need to hear this shit. Keep working. You're doing a good motherfucking job. Just keep working. Keep working. All right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching, man. You know I love y'all like a fat kid love cake, man. I really do. And I really know for a fact that greatness and money and wealth, all of that stuff, when it's going to last, it takes time. And that's how you want it. You want it to take time because you get to actually enjoy it. You actually get to enjoy your success. I've had money where I didn't have to work for it. I've got money where it just landed in my lap. And I've never spent that motherfucker any faster. I spent money so... Y'all know how I feel to walk into a mall. You like, yo, I'm about to blow a bag. You walk into that motherfucker and don't spend a damn thing because you don't even know what to buy. Because you're so picky when it's like money that really matter. But then you ever had your job and shit where you working and you like, yo, I'm about to get paid next week. So it's like, I'll buy that. Yep, I'll go out. Yep, we can go to the Bahamas because I know I got this check coming and then I got to do my taxes and yeah, I got this money coming. So I'm just going to go spend the rest that I have right now. Yeah, you're going to do that shit. And it's because that money don't matter to you. Because in your head, you think you got something else coming. But what happens when that motherfucking job fire you and that's your last check? Then you start to, oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm so sad. Nah, you just got to put yourself in a better position. And you got to start thinking. You got to start understanding your value. Understand who you are, what you want. And also, most importantly, what you're willing to sacrifice. All right, guys. So, again, I appreciate everybody that has been watching, man. I really do. Thank you for locking in with me. I am going to be going live all week, 9:30 to 10, okay? I appreciate y'all. I do this before I even get to work, before I even go to my stores. I tap in with y'all because, again, whatever I have on my mind, I try to share with you guys because I know somebody could use it. You feel me? What's up, Justin? Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go, though. So I will see you guys later.